Pockets on avocado.
Yeah, it's up.
Let me fly away, Nelly for taco. Bye.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
This a new stadium, nigga? Boy, I tell you, this nigga coming in. This nigga coming in with a motherfucking trick. No wonder he's so ready to goddamn play. He got the new. This nigga got new goddamn. Hey, this nigga done picked. I bet this nigga done picked his goddamn. Oh, look at him. Look at this nigga. You see cheating already. Dirty bastard. Hey, I bet this nigga picked his goddamn, what you call the thing when you get the momentum?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Fields. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check mega. 560. Smith red. Check smash. Ready?
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So it's a tough test for the Packers' new starting quarterback, Jordan Love. 2 road games to begin the year. Today here in Chicago, next week in Atlanta. But he's one of the rare first-rounders that got to sit and watch for a little bit. So how do you think that'll serve him going forward?
Well, you sit there and absorb game plans for all this time. You watch how people prepare. You see how teams respond to being up, down, all those things. Now he gets to step into that role and be the leader of this team. All the things he's dreamed of and imagined, now he gets to put into practice.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he's going to have a Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after after the run for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. They go bootleg. Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Love now on 2nd down. That's taken in by Watson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is gone. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Damn.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Caught on the right side by Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Love. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
No. Oh, good shit.
So a little target getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
Yeah, you can take your
These
time
niggas
and
loud
use the
as
clock
shit,
and try and
this
get
bitch,
set
boy.
up, but once it gets near 5 seconds,
It's like
that's when you often hear
nigga gotta use a silent count.
to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here we go.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. To throw is Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down created there by Jaden Reed, who adds a lot to the Packers receiver room. Even as a rookie, he's able to handle X, Y, Z, whatever position Green Bay puts him in. And boy, he can scrap with the best of defenders.
Set, ready.
On 1st and 10, Love flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Dang.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage.
And
that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And returning it, here's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Fields going to change things up here. Here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Fields throwing again. He throws there, incomplete.
This shit ain't working, boy.
According to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Into space at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. In motion right, Dobbs. First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, 51 yards.
And
the
watch
Packers
him,
will extend their lead in the final minute of the
Melton.
half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Shut up, David.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, no, don't get that shit up. Don't get that shit up.
And able to break this out all the way to the
Oh,
30-yard
y'all
line.
niggas.
Great return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, shit. Well, we suck, boy. Hey, that was terrible. Oh, God damn. Hey, don't do that shit no more, nigga.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Oh, Lord. Well, don't do this shit, man.
Now Fields. He's
Get
got
out,
the
bro.
connection to Moore. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, son.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
That ball ain't gonna make it. He ain't got it.
The final shot before the break. Fields dancing to his left.
Ooh.
He's gonna
Okay.
have his running back.
Okay.
It's complete.
Okay, what you got, nigga?
Maneuver at the 35. And he'll work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you down
It's a
to
new
Orlando,
season,
where
so
Jonathan
both these
Coachman
coaching
has our
staffs
EA
likely
Sports
making plenty of
halftime
adjustments
report.
after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Well, I thought the nigga about to hit me with the onside. My heart dropped.
We'll see if week 1
This
fatigue
bitch ass
becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead.
Yeah.
They've got that. And he's free going down the left side. It's a
Get on me, nigga.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
A gain of 59 yards. And the Packers first down.
Ready.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So now Carlson,
I don't want to hear that shit. Oh yeah, goddamn shit, nigga.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh man, I'm tired of your ass.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Yeah. This nigga gonna have goddamn Andrews. Like, how the fuck he get this nigga?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting on the ground with Herbert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Playmaker didn't work for you, dog. That playmaker didn't work for you.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega. Striker, 3, hut, hut.
Following the interception, Love.
Whew.
And they're not able to hook up.
I should have probably just ran for that.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check Fury. Ready?
They go bootleg. Love. And that almost their first INT in the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Okay,
A
ready?
chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Love now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So here now the rookie 6th rounder, Anders Carlson, for the Packer field goal. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Until they fucking update this bitch.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here's Fields now on second down. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Herbert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now it's Fields. Rolling to his right.
What?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And talk about built to run the football. Whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football, Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's go.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Striker. Set, go.
Off the play fake, Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
That's something we didn't see very often when Tremaine Edmonds was in Buffalo, him rushing the quarterback. He's been a tackling machine throughout his career, but maybe the Bears get him a little more involved in the pass rush, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Love, they go play action now. And pressure coming like and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mayday. Sit high.
On 1st down, it's Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Yep.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Angel, Angel, Angel.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
I don't think I know
After
a
the
single
delay, they're
song on
backed
the
up
goddamn
even
game.
further for 3rd and long.
No muss, no muss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
West right this. Hey, can. Hey, can.
Again, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Hamler now on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Fields on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Fields. Getting this out to the flat.
Ooh.
Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side.
Ooh, well, you missing shit on that right side, boy.
Here's second and a
Ooh.
yard.
Hey, you got a mini base.
Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right.
Let's go, Rook. Let's go.
He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Yeah.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Here's 1st down. Now Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very
I
confident in his
was
ability to
big
fit that one in. I would say he was
I was
overconfident because there
big
wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. All eyes on Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to get it back to a 1-score game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd
Good,
and final
dog.
timeout as they stop with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they will take a knee here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Packers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they